but miss the meaning and approach to the meaning restores the experience in a different warmth. Beyond any meaning we can assign to happiness, the past experience revived in the meaning is not the experience of one life only, but of many generations. Not forgetting something that is probably quite ineffable.
Moonlight, turn your face to the moonlight. Let your memory lead you. Open the victory. If you find there the meaning of what happiness is, then a new life will begin. Moonlight, turn your face to the moonlight. Let your memory lead you. Open up and serene. If you find there the meaning of what happiness is, then a new life will begin. This is the cat at the theater door. His name, as I ought to have told you before, is really asparagus. That's such a fuss to pronounce that we usually call him just Gus. His coat's been shabby, he's thin as a rake, and he suffers from palsy that makes his paws shake. Yet he was, in his youth, quite the smartest of cats, no longer a terror to mice or to rats, for he isn't the cat that he was in his prime, though his name was quite famous, he says, in his his friends at their club, which takes place at the back of a neighboring pub. He loves to regale them if someone else pays, with anecdotes drawn from his palmiest days. For he once was a star of the highest degree. He has acted with Irving, he has acted with Tree, and he loves to relate his success on the halls, where the gallery once gave him 7 catcalls. But his grandest creation, as he loves to tell, is Fire Fro Fiddle, the fiend of the fell.
I have played in my time every possible part, and I used to know 70 speeches by heart. I did temporize backjack. I knew how to gag, and I knew how to let the cat out of the bag. I knew how to act with my back and my tail. With an hour of rehearsal, I never could fail. I had a voice that would soften the hardest of hearts, whether I took the lead or in character parts. I sat by the bedside of poor little Nell. When the curfew was rung, then I swung on the bell. In the pantomime season, I never fell flat, and I once understudied Dick Whittington's tat. But my grandest creation, as history will tell, was Fire Fro Fiddle, the fiend of the fell.
Then if someone will give him a toothful of gin, he will tell how he once played a part in East Lynne. At a Shakespeare performance, he once walked on Pat when some actor suggested the need for a cat.
And I say now, these kittens, they do not get trained like we did in the day when Victoria reigned. And they do not get drilled in a regular troop, and they think they are smart just to jump through a hoop.
And he says as he scratches himself with his claw,
Well, the theater is certainly not what it was. These modern productions are all very well, but there's nothing to equal from what I hear tell. That moment of mystery when I made history as Fire Fro Fiddle, the fiend of the fell. I once crossed the stage on a telegraph wire to rescue a child when a house was on fire. And I still think that I can much better than most produce blood-curdling noises to bring on the ghost. I once played Frau Tiger, could do it again, could do it again, could do it again.
Tiger was a bravo cat who traveled on a barge. In fact, he was the roughest cat that ever roamed at large.
From Gravesend up to Oxford, he pursued his evil aims, rejoicing in the title of
The Terror of the Thames!
His manner and appearance did not calculate to please. His coat was torn and seedy, it was baggy at the knees. One ear was somewhat missing, no need to tell you why, and he scowled upon the hostile world for one forbidding eye.
The cottagers of Rotherhithe knew something of his name. At Hammersmith and Putney, people shuddered at his name.
They would fortify the hen house, lock up the silly goose.
When the rumor ran along the shore,
Well, Tiger's on the loose!
Go to the pampered pickaninnies that face Brown Tiger's rage. Won't you the bristly bandicoot who lurks on foreign ships?
And won't you any cat with whom Brown Tiger came to grips?
But most to cats of foreign race his hatred had been now. To cats of foreign name and race no quarter was allowed. The Persians and the Siamese regarded him with fear,
Because it was the Siamese that mauled his missing ear.
Now on a peaceful summer night all nature seemed at play. The tender moon was shining bright, the barge at Moseley lay. All in the balmy moonlight it lay rocking on the tide, and Brown Tiger was disposed to show his sentimental side.
Mi amore.
Forepeak of the vessel, Brown Tiger stood alone.
Concentrating my attention on the lady griddle bone, as my raffish crew was sleeping in their barrels at their bunks.
And the Siamese came creeping in their sampans and their junks.
Brown Tiger had no eye or ear for wood but griddle bone.
And the lady seemed enraptured by my manly baritone, disposed to relaxation and awaiting no surprise.
But the moonlight shone reflecting from 1,000 bright blue eyes. And closer still and closer, the sampan circled round. And yet from all the enemy there was not heard a sound. The The foe was armed with toasting forks and cruel carving knives, and the lovers sang their last duet in danger of their lives.
In una tapira notte d'estate all'orchia la natura nel pieno fulgore di fresca giada splendeva l'intio di luna sopra la versura si poteva vedere il galeone al volato. Oscillare il silenzio nel vento profumato dal marea del naviglio serenamente inculato in quella candida notte che c'è dunque di mare senta poesia il pirata commento sentimentale. Oscillare in silenzio nel vento profumato dal marea del naviglio serenamente volato in quella capira notte, in quella capira notte, in quella capira notte. These modern productions are all very well, but there's nothing to equal from what I hear tell. That moment of mystery when I made history.
Then the night mail just can't go. At 11:42, with the signals overdue and the passengers all frantic to a man, that's when I put it here and I sauntered to the rear. I'd been busy in the luggage van.
Then he gave one flash of his one-screen eyes, and the signal went all clear.
They'd be off at last for the northern part of the northern passes.
Steeple shakes the railway cat, the cat of the railway train.
You could say that by and large it was me who was in charge of the sleep
the driver and the guards to the backman playing cards. I could supervise them all, more or less.
Down the corridor he paces and examines all the faces of the travelers in the first and the third. He establishes control by a regular patrol, and though it once if anything occurred, he would watch you without thinking, and he saw what you were thinking, and it's certain that he didn't approve of hilarity and riot. So the coast were very quiet when Skimble was about to have the move. You could play the brakes with Skimble shakes. He's a cat that cannot be ignored. So nothing went wrong on the northern mail, and Skimble shakes was aboard.
It was very pleasant when they found their little deck with the name written up on the door. And the berth was very neat, the newly folded sheet, and not just found dust upon the floor. There was every sort of light, you could make it dark or bright, and a button you can turn to make it read. And a funny little basin, you're supposed to wash your face in, the crane to shut the window shoot you see. Then the car seemed to more lightly, I would ask you very brightly, do you like your morning tea?
We are strong.
But I was right behind him and was ready to remind him, for Skimble won't let anything go wrong.
Then they crept into their cozy berths and pulled up the counterpane. And oh, the friends, it was very nice to know that they wouldn't be bothered by this. They could leave all that to the railway cat, the cat of the railway train. Skimble shakes, the cat of the railway train. Skimble shakes, the cat of the railway train.
In the watches of the night, I was always fresh and bright. Every now and then I'd have a cup of tea, with perhaps a drop of scotch, where I was keeping all the watch, only stopping here and there to catch a flea. They were fast asleep at crew, and so they never knew that I was walking up and down the station. They were sleeping all the while I was busy at Carlisle, where I met the station master with elation. They might see me at the priest if I summoned the police, if there was anything I ought to know about.
When they got to Gallowgate, then they did not have to wait for Skimble shakes to help them to get out. He gave one wave of his long brown tail and said, I'll see you again. We will meet without fail on the midnight trail, the cat of the railway train. You will meet without fail on the midnight trail, the cat of the railway train. The cavity! Macavity's a mystery cat, he's called the Hidden Paw, for he's a master criminal who can defy the law. He's the bafflement of Scotland Yard, the flying squad's despair. For when they reach the scene of crime, McCavitie's not there. McCavity, there's no one like McCavity. He's broken every human law, he breaks the law of gravity. His powers of levitation would make a figure stare. For when they reach the scene of crime, McCavity is not there. You may seek him in the basement, you may look up in the air. But I tell you once and once again, McCavity is not there. McCavity's a ginger cat. He's very tall and thin. You would know him if you saw him, or his eyes are sunken in. His brow is deeply lined with thought. His head is highly dull. His coat is dusty from neglect. His whiskers are uncombed. He sways his head from side to side with movements like a snake. And when you think he's half asleep, he's always wide awake. McCavity, there's no one like McCavity. He's a fiend in feline shape, a monster of depravity. You may meet him in a by street, you may see him in the square. But when the crime's discovered, then McCavity's not there. He's outwardly respectable. I know, he cheats at cards, and his footprints are not found in any files of Scotland Yard. But when the log is looted, the jewel case is rifled, or when the milk is missing, and another pig's been stifled, and the greenhouse glass is broken, and the trellis past repair, there's the wonder of the thing. McCavity's not there. McCavity, there's no one like McCavity. There never was a cat with such deceitfulness and strategy. He always has an alibi and one more to despair. Whatever time the deed took place, McCavity wasn't there. And they say that all the cats who do deeds are widely known. I might mention Mungo Jerry. I might mention Tweedledone. Are nothing more than agents of the cat who all the time just controls the operation. The Napoleon of crime! McCavity, no one McCavity. He's a fiend, a monster of the cat. You may meet him in a past, you may see him in the square. But when the crime's discovered, then McCavity.
ask Mr. Mistopheles, the original conjuring cat. There can be no doubt about that. Please, listen to me, and don't scoff. All his inventions are off his own bat. There's no such cat in the metropolis. He holds all the patent monopolies for performing surprising illusions and creating eccentric confusions. The greatest magicians have something to learn from Mr. Mistopheles' conjuring turn. And we all say, oh, well, I never was there ever a cat so clever as magical Mr. Mistopheles. He's quite, he's small, he is black, from his ears to the tip of his tail. He can creep through the tiniest crack. He can walk on the nearest rail. He can pick any card from a pack. He's equally cunning with dice. He's always deceiving you into believing that he's only hunting for mice. He can play any trick with a card, or a spoon and a bit of fish paste. If you look for a knife or a fork, and you think it is really misplaced, you've seen it one moment, but then it is gone. But you'll find it next week, laying out on the lawn. And we all say, oh, well, I never was there ever a cat so clever as magical Mr. Mistopheles. Presto! Oh, well, I never was there ever a cat so clever as magical Mr. Mistopheles. Oh, well, I never was there ever a cat so clever as magical Mr. Mistopheles. Oh, well, I never was there ever a cat so clever as magical Mr. Mistopheles. His manner is vague and aloof. You would think there was nobody shyer. His voice had been heard on a roof when he was curled up by the fire. And he sometimes been heard by the fire when he was about on the roof. At least it's been heard that somebody heard, which is incontestable proof of the singular magical powers. And I've known the family to call him in from the garden for hours while he was asleep in the hall. And not long ago, this phenomenal cat produced 7 kittens right out of a hat. And we all say, oh, well, I never was there ever a cat so clever as magical Mr. Mistopheles. Oh, well, I never was there ever a cat so clever as magical Mr. Mistopheles.
A cat so clever as magical Mr. Mistopheles. Oh, well, I never was ever a cat so clever as magical Mr. Mistopheles. Oh, well, I never was ever a cat so clever as magical Mr. Mistopheles. Oh, well, I never was ever a cat so clever as magical Mr. Mistopheles. Oh, well, I never was ever a cat so clever as magical Mr. Mistopheles. Oh, well, I never was ever a cat so clever as magical Mr. Mistopheles. Ladies and gentlemen, the magical, the mystical Mr. Mistopheles!
See the dew of the sunflower and a rose that is fading. Roses wither away like the sunflower. I yearn to turn my face to the dawn. I am waiting the day.
When old Deuteronomy, just before dawn, through a silence you feel you can cut with a knife, announces the cat who can now be reborn and come back to a different Jellicle life.
dreamt about a proper name, a habit and a habitat, but how would you address a cat? So fast your memory, a dog, and say a cat is not a dog.
Surface your memory, a dog, and say a cat is not a dog.
With cats, some say one rule is true: don't speak till you are spoken to. Myself, I do not hold with that. I say you should address a cat, but always bear in mind that you resent familiarity. You bow and taking off your hat, address him in these words. Oh, cat. Before a cat will condescend to treat you as a trusted friend, a little token of esteem is needed like a dish of cream, and you might now and then supply some caviar or Strasbourg pie, some potted grouse or salmon cake.